Hey, what's up, everyone? What's up? This is Dash Show Rose here. I am back with another review. We're gonna be reviewing another Pixar movie, but before we do that, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate the support. I have 205 subs. Thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate that. I really do. If we can get to 300 subs, I will be rewarding you guys with more reward videos. I'll be doing 2. Now I probably won't be doing 2 every single time I hit get 100 subs. Like just because you know that's a lot of videos to keep track of. But I will try to give you guys a reward every time I get 100 subs. At least until 1K subs, and I'll probably have to go from there. But for right now, every time I get 100 subs, I promise you guys, I will get you guys, you guys will get reward videos. So, yeah. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and talk about this. Red Pandas. Red Pandas. You know, don't we all love pandas? Don't we all love them? They're so cute and adorable. In reality, though, they can be very dangerous creatures. Even the most cutest bears can be pretty vicious and dangerous. But then we got red pandas. Red pandas are actually pretty rare, I hear. Yeah, I'm not kidding. They are really rare, I hear. I hear they're actually endangered. I'm not sure if they're actually still endangered now, but back then I heard they were endangered. Heck, there was a whole Katamari stage dedicated to the red pandas. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's a video game where you roll up stuff. It's actually a sequel to Katamari Damacy on the PlayStation 2. It's actually getting re-released on the Switch. But there's actually a level where you roll up valuable things and earn enough money to save the pandas. But you save the pandas and stuff, which I think the guy's referring to the red pandas, I believe. So that's pretty interesting. But anywho, we're gonna go ahead and talk about this movie. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. So this movie here, this one was really split when it came out. Yes. It was really split. Like, people were so turned on this movie when it came out. I actually made a video about it almost a year ago. Like, literally, it's almost been a year ago since I made this video. Because I made the video right when the movie came out. I made a video on how people turned on this movie, and there was people who were even threatened by gals and stuff for not liking a movie. So, yeah, that was pretty interesting. Now listen, guys, if you guys like the movie, it's fine. But don't criticize other people for having their own opinion. It's kind of with me with Illumination. Like, I actually like some Illumination films that other people don't like. But I don't go around threatening to hurt them or something. There's literally gals like that did this to this one guy on Twitter, for not liking a movie. I guess it's the way maybe he said it, because he said he's not a teenage gal or something, so he wouldn't understand or something. I really don't know, but still, I mean, you shouldn't threaten someone for having their own opinion, even if they say something ridiculous like that. But yeah, so but this movie was really split when it came out. It really was. It was really split, though. But yeah, it was split, though, and I'm finally here to tell you guys my thoughts on the movie. And I gotta say, this movie is alright. Yeah, for my personal opinion, I think this movie's alright. I don't think this movie is the best. Pixar movie after, but I don't think it's bad either. It's not bad like some of the some of the Pixar movies I reviewed in the last few weeks, Toy Story 4 and onward. Those movies are really bad, and Incredibles 2 was just well, it wasn't mediocre, but it was meh, not kind of forgettable in a way. This movie, at least, you'll feel, at least it has some emotion to it, and but even then, this movie, I just don't really feel like I feel the energy in this movie, I do, but I really gotta say, I don't really, I don't think it's as good as, like, the last two I reviewed, in certain ways. And the energy-wise, I think this movie definitely keeps up the energy really well. A lot better than the other two. The other two were focused more on story. This one's focused more on drama and stuff with family and stuff. And I gotta say, I prefer the energy part of it over the other two. I feel like you have a lot more energy when watching this film or something like that. I don't know what I'm saying, but basically what I'm saying is, I guess I could say it like this, that this film's got a lot of energy put into it, and I like that. I like that part. Like, you'll feel stuff like watching it compared to the other films. Like, I've reviewed it in the past. Like, all of them. That goes for Toy Story, Finding Dory, Monsters, Inc., and all those movies, including A Bug's Life. All those movies there are kind of more focused on story. This movie's not really focused on story. This movie's more focused on trying to, like, fit in and all that, and but it's about fitting in and not and trying to have fun, because when you're a teenager you want to hang out and have fun. But my thing is, this movie doesn't really have a story to it. See, the other Pixar movies have stories to them. There's not really a story to this. It's kind of simple. I mean, it's basically about, I forgot her name. I think her name's Maylee or something. I think is her name. She's the main character. She wants to go to this boy band concert, but her unfortunately, she had a problem where she got a curse, and she became a red panda. Apparently, it's a family thing where her ancestors became pandas and I guess fought off evil or something. I'm not sure. So she's basically trying to go through she's trying to go through the the movie trying to like fit in and all that, and I mean there's that, but there's not really a whole lot to it, really. There's really not. And here's another thing I should probably point out too. But this movie is definitely well known for when Mr. Enter reviewed it. Oh boy, when Mr. Enter reviewed this movie, people flipped out. Yeah, I forgot to bring that up, actually. People who reviewed this movie, when people reviewed this movie, Mr. Enter, when Mr. Enter reviewed it, people flipped out. Yeah, people really flipped out. They really did. But yeah, they flipped out, because basically what happened was, Mr. Enter was, basically pointing out how this movie, was not basically, it didn't feel like a 2002 movie, and he's blabbering on about 9/11 and stuff and all that, and now I can kind of see where people are coming from there, like, him talking about 9/11 makes no sense at all, but, I mean, yeah, 9/11 happened in 2001, but this movie's not really trying to focus on that. It's more focusing on school and stuff. But I kind of agree where he's coming from in a certain way. I mean, basically what he's trying to say is, again, it doesn't feel like a 2002 movie. There's not really a lot of references to 2000s, like 2002 and stuff. But I don't think it's all that bad. I don't think the movie really needs it. I feel like it tells the story kind of decently. However, one thing I gotta say I'm not very happy about is they couldn't bring back the CGI castle intro for this. See, that's the thing. I'm like, they could have at least added that detail in the movie. Yeah, I haven't brought that up in a while. I don't know when the last time I actually brought that up. It's been a while, actually. But yeah, I feel like they could have brought that. I mean, they could have brought that back and stuff to make it feel like, to make it feel like it's a 2002 movie, because that's when the intro is still around. Now I hear it's not, well, I hear it's not, the people that made the movie, they didn't know about, people think they didn't know about the intro, which I can kind of see that, actually. I can kind of see them not knowing about it, because Disney freaking pretty much erased the intro from existence. Like, if you go on Disney Plus, you're not gonna find the intro, pretty much. It's pretty much gone. It appears in a couple movies, like, A Bug's Life, Incredibles, and Ratatouille, but all the other films, they got rid of it, so they pretty much removed the intro entirely, so it's pretty much impossible to find it, which kind of sucks, but that's kind of unfortunate there, but I kind of like for them to add the intro to make it fit in. I didn't know this either, but apparently someone pointed out in the comments I read on one of the videos. I think it might have been the same one I found, because I found a video on someone actually recreating this movie with the original intro. I'll probably put it in a link in the description if I can remember. If I don't, I'll probably add it later, because I can add it later for you guys too if I can go back and edit the videos. But basically, someone pointed out how a lot of times studios will bring back classic intros and stuff for their old films, or films that take place at a certain time period. Which I didn't know that, but that sounds kind of cool. But they didn't do that with this film, unfortunately. But again, it's Disney we're talking about. Disney doesn't freaking care about nostalgic anymore. They pretty much have plastered the new logo on all their classic films. Not just Pixar, but Disney too. Their Disney films, like The Lion King and Aladdin and all that. All those films, they plastered the logo for the new one. So, yeah. Yeah. But if this makes you guys feel any better, I have the intro right here for you guys to listen to. Let's listen. Here we go. Okay, there you go. Okay, guys, that's actually the Toy Story one, but I figured I'd show you guys the intro. That's what the Toy Story one sounded like. Now the thing is, the Toy Story 1 is completely gone. That's the only movie where that version of the intro appeared. So it's impossible to hear it. That goes for Cars 1 too, because Cars 1 had a different version of the intro too. But yeah, I figured I'd play that one instead of the Bug's Life one. See, the video I found has A Bug's Life one. That intro, but I chose that one because that one's more unique in my opinion, and I figured I'd show you guys it. That's basically what the intro sounds like, the Toy Story version at least. It's more slow and not fast-paced. The other one's more fast, the Bug's Life one's more fast-paced, while the Cars one is more, instrumental, it's got a little instrumental effect to it. But my point here is that they could have added the intro, and they really didn't do that, which is kind of a shame. I feel like they could have done that. Also, something worth noting about the intro is this is the first time in a long time they actually used the Disney intro theme, the current one they've been using. Yeah, see, they've been using Pixar's been, using their custom music and stuff. They've been using custom music. But this one actually just uses the current logo, which I'm like, I don't kind of like to have its own custom theme too, but I don't really know. I'm not saying the current logo theme is awful, but I really don't like it too much. I feel like it sounds kind of depressing, honestly. I don't know. Maybe that's my opinion. I feel like the current logo has a oppressing theme, but it's kind of funny that they just, like, they didn't even customize the theme. They just kept that in there, which is weird. But because Lightyear will actually not have that. Lightyear won't actually will actually go back to having a custom theme again. So I'm not sure, but I feel like I've said enough about the intro and stuff. Let's go ahead and actually talk about the movie itself, because I feel like I've gone way too long with this one. So let's go ahead and talk about the movie. Yeah, sorry about that, the commercial too. See, that's what happens when I change the music. That's why I don't do it too often. But, anywho, let's go ahead and talk about the movie itself, though. So yeah, like I said, the movie's okay. It's alright. I don't really think it's the most amazing movie out there. I feel like I do have some problems with it. Like I said, I told you guys, I feel like it doesn't really have much of a story to it, like the other Pixar movies do. It's more focused on a teenage drama and stuff and all that, and I really don't really care about that, and I mean, I get where it's coming from. It's trying to tell a story about, a teenage girl is wanting to hang out and do stuff, which I like. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. But again, there's not really much of a story to it. It's just kind of it's simple, They just want to go to this concert, but they can't, so they raise money and all that, and there's really not much to it. I mean, there is the plot where Mei Lei wants to, she wants to basically become, human again and all that, and they do this virtual, or not virtual, or whatever it's called, I don't remember what they call it, but basically she wants to separate her red panda from herself and all that, so. But the thing is, though, there's not really much to it, really. There really isn't. There's also some other problems I have with it, like Mei Lei's friends, for example. I feel like they just don't really have much of a personality, really. They really don't. Like one of the friends with the glasses. I think she has. No, she doesn't have glasses. I don't remember. She's basically a black girl. She's got like a moody personality, and then like then the girl with the braces, she's got like a I don't know what she's got, and then like I forgot what she's got, and then the girl who looks like Trixie Tang, yes she does. She looks like Trixie Tang from Fairly Odd Parents, has a crazy personality. So. They have some personalities, but they're kind of wild, honestly. I gotta say though that Trixie girl looks like she needs to be laying off some of the brownies, or whatever. I forget I even said that. I don't know why I even said that. I just forget that. But basically though, yeah, she looks like Trixie Tang, just with more weight on her, which is kind of funny, but. Again, it's hard to come up with original design sometimes, so they don't look alike. But she looks a lot like Trixie Tang, she does. But the thing is, though, again, I don't like how they're constantly yelling and stuff all the time. They yell a lot. I feel like they yell too much and stuff, and it's kind of obnoxious. I get they're teenagers and they're trying to have fun. I get that. That's fine. But again, they yell a lot. They're kind of crazy at times, like a little too crazy, and I think it's a little too much of the movie. I haven't even got to one of the characters I actually don't really like in this movie too much. See, I like Luca and Soul. There's actually some characters I don't like in this movie. I told you guys I'm not really the biggest fan of Mila's friends. I think they're okay. I don't think they're awful. Like, they're passable. But Mila's mom, yeah, I definitely do not like her. I do not like her at all. I don't really like her. I think she's just kind of obnoxious. I feel like she's too controlling of her own daughter and stuff, and I guess she's trying to protect her. She doesn't, because basically if Mealy releases our panda too much, that she won't be able to turn back to normal. And I get that, I get that her mother is trying to keep her from doing that. That's kind of why she didn't want her hanging out with boys and stuff, because, at the beginning of the movie, she basically embarrassed Mila at the end. Basically embarrassed her and stuff, and all that. But, like, at this boy and I think of this gas station or store, I can't remember what it was. But she embarrassed her, and that frustrated her, and it made her release the panda. But the thing is, though, is that was kind of passable. But she keeps doing it throughout the entire movie. It's really frustrating. Like, it really is. Like, it is freaking frustrating as hell. She just keeps on being this control freak and all that. It's just annoying. Like, she goes way too far. Like, she goes way, way, way too far. And at one point, she releases her panda. She becomes a giant panda. I'm not sure why she becomes a giant panda, but she does. And then she wrecks the freaking the music concert that they went to. And basically, she's being a freaking bitch throughout the entire movie, which is frustrating. And yeah, she says she's sorry at the end for what she did. She's sorry, but it still doesn't make up for the fact that we have to sit through this entire movie with her being a bitch to her daughter, and it's just frustrating. And I get the beginning part of the movie. I do get that, because she doesn't want her turning into the red panda. She's trying to keep her from turning into the panda, but she just keeps doing it throughout the entire movie. She won't let her daughter have fun, and it's just frustrating. Now the thing is though is I gotta say, I feel like this movie is trying to do this whole mother and daughter drama thing like they did in Brave. Yeah, Brave did this too, and Brave failed too, but this movie may not fail as bad as Brave when it comes to that, but it's still frustrating. It really is. It's still frustrating to deal with, and but it's still frustrating, and I really don't know what else to really say here. I just don't, I just think that's probably one of the most frustrating moments in the movie, but there's really not a whole lot that I really dislike about this movie. I think it's just an average movie. I don't think there's really a lot that I dislike about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a score now. First I'm gonna say this movie is definitely meh, and it's getting 63 points. Yeah, 63 points. Now this movie is getting a high meh, because this movie's got really hardly anything wrong with it. There's just not really a whole lot to go back to. There really isn't a whole lot to go back to. But there's not really anything wrong with the movie. Like, I can watch it if I feel like it. I don't mind watching the movie again. The movie is good. I just don't think the movie is great. Like, I don't think it's like great or anything, but again, there's not really anything that's really bad about the movie either. Yeah, there's not really anything bad about the movie. But again, there's just not really a whole lot to really go back to the movie. It's just one of those typical, teenager movies and stuff. But again, but I get where people are coming from. I think this movie is good. I feel like I can see why some people may not like it too, but I think it's in the middle. I think it's okay. I would watch this movie again. I wouldn't mind watching this with a friend or something. But I wouldn't, I wouldn't watch this movie all the time. I really wouldn't. I don't think this movie is great, but there's nothing really horrible about it either. Besides Millie and her friends and her mom, not Millie herself, but her friends and her mom, I don't think there's really a whole lot that's really bad about it. And like I said, her friends are passable. They're just a little bit obnoxious at times when they're screaming and stuff and being crazy, but that's kind of how teenagers are. And I get that, when it comes to a movie, you want to watch a movie to have fun, you want to watch a movie to have fun. But I still think it's alright. I mean, again, they're not frustrating, they're not awful. Millie's mom is frustrating, though, but that's really about it. This movie's just, it's okay. It doesn't really have much of a story to it. It just plays it simple, but I don't think, it's bad. I just don't think there's really a lot to go back to it. I mean, there really isn't a whole lot. I mean, we got the panda thing, which is nice and all, but I don't think there's really a lot that's really bad about it. So this movie is just alright. And I gotta say this too. I gotta say too that this movie is definitely pulls the concept a lot better than Brave does. Brave was just boring and forgettable. This movie has got at least some drama in it, some teenage girl drama and stuff, which I like, and I think it's just not as boring. I think it's a lot better. Brave was just so forgettable. It was so boring and forgettable. This movie at least has got a passable thing, and again, I would watch this movie again. I will, just not all the time. It's not a movie I'd watch all the time, but I definitely wouldn't mind watching for it again. It's one of those movies, if I plan on ever doing a ranking video, which I'm not sure if I'll do or not, because there's so many Pixar movies, I probably would, do a ranking video and stuff if I ever do. I'm not sure if I'll do that, but this movie would be one I could sit through and not have a problem with, unlike Brave and Toy Story 4 and stuff. But I just don't think this movie really, it's got a lot to it, really. It really doesn't. And like I said, it doesn't have really any 2002 vibes really to it either. It really doesn't. I mean, like I said, they couldn't even keep the intro in there. I'm not expecting a lot. I mean, I'm fine with them not referencing 2002 like it's 2002 and all that constantly. But I'd like for them to at least have added the intro or the classic intro from 1995 or something, or had a little bit of references from 2002, but otherwise this movie again is alright. I don't think there's really a lot to it. And I don't know if I have a decent thumbnail or not for this movie, because so I was trying to make a nice thumbnail with water and stuff for Luca, like a watery effect, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't even make the castle blue, so I'm gonna try to make this castle like a thumbnail look nice. However, with Lightyear, I do have a nice thumbnail to do with Lightyear. So when I do that movie next week, I'll have a nice thumbnail for that one. But because I was looking through for Luca, and I found one for Lightyear that I think is really cool. But otherwise, I really don't have much else to really say about this movie. This movie again is alright. So again, I guess like I told you guys, some people may like it, some people may hate it. It depends on who you ask, but I think this movie is definitely okay. I definitely would watch this movie again. And remember, guys, do not attack people because they don't like something. It's their opinion. Respect their opinion. Do not be attacking people for having their own opinion. It's alright if you disagree, or, I mean, I just don't think you need to attack someone because, like, you know, by threatening to hurt them or something because they have their own opinion on something. But, I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and let things go here. I guess I just don't really have a comment question or not. I don't think I really have a comment question for this one. Well, I guess I do have a comment question. Actually, I take that back. I do. My comment question for this movie is do you guys think, you know, Turning Red should have had the 1995 intro, or do you guys think they should have kept it's fine with them having the current one? I think because this movie took place in 2002, I think it should have the 1995 intro. That'd be a nice throwback, but that's just my opinion, of course. Tell me your guys' thoughts on that in the comments below, and anywho, see you guys all next time for more videos and content. Bye-bye. Also, before I go, remember to check out my playlist. I do a whole lot of different things in my playlist. I do, gaming, I do thoughts and theories, I do a lot of things. So if you guys are interested in that stuff, check out my playlist below. And see you guys next time. Bye-bye.